How can we stay mindful in a fast-paced environment?
How could we not? Do we want to live or do we want to die? If we want to die from stress, then we don't have to stay mindful. We could just keep going a million miles an hour. Mindfulness is critical to a healthy, happy life and to a productive, inspired workforce. Being mindful means being aware of how we live our life. Being mindful means understanding ourselves, understanding our mind. How could we not be mindful? That's like driving a car and saying, well, the body is beautiful, and I just did another paint job, and I tricked out the rims, and I put a new roof rack on it. And somebody says, well, how is the engine? You say, well, who cares about the engine? It looks good. But isn't that a good metaphor? You see me pointing at myself? Are we willing to spend the same amount of time on our inner world as we are our outer world? It's very, very simple. Mindfulness means understanding what's going on under the hood of the car, checking the oil, checking the fluids, checking the air conditioner. If we don't check the engine, we're going to burn out. That doesn't mean that we're less productive. Actually, it makes us more productive. So what are some tips? How can we actually do that? Number one, please, for the love of Pete Moss, don't check your phone first thing in the morning unless you absolutely have to. Please don't check your phone first thing in the morning. When we check our phone first thing in the morning, it puts us into a state of reactivity. We're now operating on the defense, and we haven't even gotten out of bed. So first and foremost, before we even open our eyes, when we acknowledge that we're awake, okay, I'm awake, we can actually think of something that we're grateful for and just breathe into it. And if we're going through a difficult period in our life, being in a state of gratitude is even more important. So be grateful for what we have. Start our day from a place of gratitude. And then whatever comes our way, and if we happen to have a bad experience that day, that mindfulness will help direct us back. We could be meditating right now. We could be focusing on compassion right now. We could be breathing into the present moment right now. Yes, I do believe it is important every day to spend some time with our eyes closed and step into the present moment and be grateful. That exercise can bring us back to the present moment in our everyday lives, here and now.